Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button as you come on in, man. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about what happened last night, and we got to talk about what's to come in this fight between Vergil Ortiz Jr. and Jaron Boots Ennis. Hit that like button as you come on in, man. Seem like a lot of people, seem like this thing is kind of 50-50 as far as who they got winning this fight. You got a group of people that believe that Vergil Ortiz is going to win. You got a group of people that believe that Boots Ennis is going to win. Hit that like button before you come on in. Yeah, man, we got some receipts, man. Look like they planning to escape the fight, though. Yeah, it's looking like they planning to escape. It's looking like they planning to get away, to stall, to stall this thing out. They're going to stall this thing out, y'all. Salute to everybody. Hit that like button to come on in. We'll wait till some more people get up in here before we start cooking. Vergil Ortiz Jr. team look like they already playing in the duck, man. They playing in the duck. I don't think they really want no part of Jaron Boots Ennis, man. I'm not sure if they want any smoke with Boots. Salute to everybody. Hit that like button. You said Ortiz isn't going to fight next. I don't think so, man. The hammer went in there. He looked like a bum last night. He looked like he was equivalent to Lima. He was the same level as Lima. He should fight Luma. Lubin versus Lima should be next. His team don't want no smoke, man. We're going to talk about it. We're going to wait till some more people get in here. A few more people get in here, then we're going to get started. Because we've seen the receipts out in these boxing streets, and it's looking like Vergil Ortiz don't want no fight. It just don't look like they want to fight. Arrow the Truth, Big Fish Spence Jr. was out in the building, right? So the Big Fish was out and about. We're going to talk about that because he's kind of connected to this as well. Jamel Charlo was in the building, right? Boots and Jamel ran into each other. Quite a bit happened last night. Good thing Boots did come because that fight was lackluster. The whole card was lackluster. But I think Boots Ennis in the building, coming into the ring and doing his thing, kind of saved the show. But hit that like button, hit that hype button for your boy. And yeah, man, it's looking like these dudes don't want no smoke though. Right? After Vergil Ortiz's impressive stoppage, smack over Erickson and Hammer and Lubin. I like the angles he cut as well. Look at him. He's out. He was out of there. Jesus Christ. Now we're moving on to Jaron Boots Ennis. Right? Well, I'm over here looking at this beatdown. Very impressive stoppage once you get the close-up look on it. Next is Boots Ennis. And his team seemed like they kind of pump faking, man. His team seemed like they pump faking. They said everything but Jaron Boots Ennis. Vergil Ortiz, after the fight, gets asked this.
Which one of them do you want next?
It doesn't matter who's next. If I had to pick, I'm gonna be honest, it would be Spence because that's my dream fight. I've been calling it since
AT&T.
AT&T. There you go at the Howard Stadium, and I just think that's my dream fight. I don't care what anyone says about it. But anyone else, like I said, anyone can get it respectfully. I just want to fight the best. I'm just a competitive guy. Yeah.
So he talking about some Spence. What are we talking about Spence for? Right? What are we talking about the Big Fish for? I know he was in the building last night, the Big Fish. Right? There you go. He was in the building last night. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't talking about Errol Spence. Errol Spence ain't fought in about 3 years, man. We talking about Jaron Boots Ennis, bro. And then, of course, his manager, the guy I told you months ago, didn't want to smoke. This is what he's saying now. This is what he's saying now. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Don't send shit our way unless it has 7 zeros on it or it won't even be looked at. Come on, man. Matchroom boxing in the comment section. These dudes don't want no smoke. Let me get this off the screen. They don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke, bro. Look at this. This is his manager. This is Vergil Ortiz manager right here telling you guys, right? So before we even officially have the debate who's going to win the fight, first we got to get to the fight because it's stuff like this that's going to prevent the fight. Look what he's saying. It won't even get looked at unless it got 7 zeros on it. 7 zeros. He wants 7. They want 7 figures. 10 million to fight Boots. Right? And then this is what else he said right here. I think Ortiz versus Spence at the Cowboy Stadium, biggest all-Texas matchup in history, and Charlo versus Boots as co-main. And the winners fight each other. Just might be fire. Makes sense. Charlo and Boots both turned Ortiz down. Come on, man. These dudes already playing games. So before we even get to who will actually win the fight, we got to get to the fight. Because I already told you who I got winning the fight. But we may not even get to the fight when you got guys like this telling you that the fight ain't going to happen. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Spence and Charlo both been on the shelf for a long time. They trying to hop on Spence. Oscar De La Hoya licking his chops at the idea of fighting Spence. They trying to hop on Spence because they think Spence is a done fighter. And they're going to hop on him. You know what I'm saying? Get that clout on him. They don't want to go in there with Boots Ennis right now. See, you already over it. See, you because you know they don't want the smoke. You said Vergil looked annoyed talking about Boots. Yeah, he was annoyed. He didn't want to talk about Boots, man. They don't want to talk about dude. You know, he don't want to talk about dude, man. You said Spence is food now in boxing, man. I'm telling you, ain't it? That's what it's looking like, bro. Like Errol Spence is food now, dog. Errol Spence is food, man. You got the young dudes just like, yeah, I want to fight Spence. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got these young dudes, they didn't even touch world titles, want to fight him. You said who's Shaboot's backup plan B? That's what Eddie and them already had a backup plan. And they said Jamel Charlo or I heard Danny Garcia. That's just what I heard. Hit that like button for your boy, man. But they gotta have a backup plan because they know these dudes planning to duck. They planning to duck, man. Lubin was one thing, bro. Lubin, that was terrible. He just stood there. Bam! Nice work from Vergil, though. He knocked his hand down dead through the punch. You know what I'm saying? Bap, hit his hand down. Boom! See that? Then just start teeing off on him. But see, Boots Ennis isn't going to be standing there doing any of this stuff right here. None of this is going to be happening against Jaron Boots Ennis. I guess it's safe to say that Erickson Lubin is a shot fighter. I guess you could say that. The way he went out so easily. Speaking of Jamel Charlo, he was in the building.
You been in my undercard, you know how I get down. You know I'm a bad motherfucker. You already know I'm a bad motherfucker. You popping your shit. Charlo! No, I'm letting the play with. Oh, yeah. Y'all know who to talk to. Hey, stop talking crazy and get your shit together. Fight some out process. Hey, don't tell me about money. Don't tell me about money. I'm already good on money. Come on now. What you mean, nothing else? I did everything I was supposed to.
Jamel Charlo was in the building, right? You know, the fighters was in the mix last night. You say you wouldn't mind seeing DSG? I forgot that's a Philly. That'll be a Philly fight. I forgot all about that. I was thinking, scratching my head, like, why would they want to fight Danny Garcia? But then you just that could be the reason why right there. Charlo's a good fight though. Charlo Boots is a good fight, but Charlo gonna want the bag to fight Boots. You know it. They all gonna want the money to fight Boots, bro. They gonna want that $10 million. They gonna want that big money to fight Boots, man. And if Boots Ennis didn't piss off Turkey, then maybe he could, you know what I'm saying, hey Turk, man, these dudes want to fight. What's up with it? They want to fight? I'll put money up. You know what I'm saying? Boots versus Charlo should be next because I think Vergil go duck the fight, man. We may have to continue this series a little later on once they sign that damn contract. Because Vergil and them don't want to fight. Why they talking about Spence? Spence, leave Spence alone, man. Errol Spence just getting back in. Let Spence get back. Nah, man. You trying to jump on Spence after a 3-year layoff. You ain't getting no credit for that. Especially after this little altercation with Boots. But see, us real ones already knew that y'all was going to be planning on ducking anyway. We already knew the duck was coming. You say you want to see it now? I want to see it now too. But they going to want to build it up, bro. One side wants to build it up. The other side wants this thing to go now. They want this thing. Wants this thing to go now. Yeah, but Bakaram, everybody else got fights lined up. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing but space and opportunity for Jaron Ennis and Vergil Ortiz. Outside of Jamel Charlo or Errol Spence. Both guys ain't been in the ring in a while. But see, they try to do stuff like this, which does in the business and from the business aspect makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? It really do. But y'all don't want the smoke. Oh, okay. You said check. Salute to YSM Sports Media in the building. Let me see. Where you sending it at? Yeah, they don't want to fight, man. Hold up. You sent it on it must didn't come yet or something. Hold up. I gotta do this anyway. Hold up. You texted me. All right, hold up. Let me see. Nah, I ain't get shit. It must didn't come through yet, bro. Salute to Mon Danes. I see you in the building. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, man. Hey, you said Vergil got some same talking points that Fundora had. They all doing it, bro. I don't. If you pay attention to boxing, bro, a lot of them dudes come up with an excuse when it comes to fighting an elite black fighter. A lot of them dudes. We've seen it a lot over the years, bro. We've been seeing it a lot over the years. You send it on Facebook Messenger. I don't know why I'm not getting it, bro. Oh, here you go. Click the pic. Oh yeah, yeah. Already. Yeah. I got that clip already, bro. Yep. Wait, hold up. I already got that one. I was already ahead of the curve, bro. Yeah, dude want that 7-figure payday, man. He want the 7-figure payday. They want 10 millions. They won't even go near the fight. They won't even get looked at. Come on, man. We heard this kind of talk before. So before we even can talk about who will win the fight, we got to talk about, is the fight even going to get made? You said PBC sent Spence and Charlo to help make them some money. Oh man. I like the Charlo fight though. I like the Charlo fight. And the Virgil fight don't happen next, which is, I say it's about 80% chance that don't happen next. You know what I'm saying? So so in other words, there's a 20% chance that this fight happens next. 20%. 80% it don't. Charlo should be next for Jaron Boots Ennis, but Charlo gonna want a lot of money too. You know what I'm saying? And I hope Spence come back and he do come back and he entertain this situation. I hope he come back and kick his ass, to be honest. They thinking Spence is just totally done on some Lubin shit. You said he didn't sell out at the crib? Yeah, they want 10 million, man. They want 10 million to fight Boots, bro. Spence and Charlo need a tune up. They both coming off of losses. And they both coming off of layoffs. I say they shouldn't sell out like that. I say they just need to go ahead and do what they need to do and come back the right way. Don't sell out. You know what I'm saying? Don't sell out. Especially for Spence. I don't know. Jamel kind of, I don't know what Jamel did. But Spence, nah, man, don't sell out, bro. Don't even do it. Get back with Derrick James and get back to work. I don't really believe in that hopping from training to training shit. I mean, you could bring guys in and stuff like that. But as far as having them, nah, man, I don't really, you know. Yeah, Spence was getting mobbed by fans, man. Spence was Hollywood. And people still love Spence down there, man. They still love the big fish down there, man. You know what I'm saying? That made the event. But Virgil Ortiz, man, he ain't that confident like that, bro. Lubin didn't give him nothing.
Which one of them do you want next?
It doesn't matter who's next. If I had to pick, I'm gonna be honest, it would be Spence because that's my dream fight. I've been calling it since
AT&T.
AT&T. There you go, at the Cowboys Stadium, and I just think that's my dream fight. And I don't care what anyone says about it. But anyone else, like I said, anyone can get it respectfully. I just want to fight the best. I'm just a competitive guy. Yeah.
Man, he did not want to talk about Boots right there, bro. He talked about Spence, you know, but he didn't want to talk about Boots. See, the interview guy, whoever, salute to Fight Hype, but the interview guy gave him that loaded question. He should have said, "So what's up with Boots?" He gave him a way out to where he could say everybody and nah. We know what we just saw in that ring, bro. That's not what we want. Nah. Not I mean, okay, we know you want to fight everybody, you're a fighter. Okay, we get it, blah, blah, blah. What about Boots? Is that next? Oh well, it has to make sense. That's what they're gonna start saying. It's gonna have to start making sense. Why? Because they just seen Errol Spence. So they're gonna stretch it out, try to build this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the old build up thing, right? They feel they can still build these young guys up some more, fatten them up a little bit more before they let them go ahead and fight it out in the ring. So on the business end of things, that would be the way to go. And that's what Team Vergil is looking at. Eddie and them, you know how Eddie Hearn is. Eddie Hearn don't give a shit. Eddie Hearn is one of the most gutsiest promoters ever. You know what I'm saying? He take hella risk as a promoter. These guys ain't trying to take no risk. They can't afford it. Eddie Hearn don't give a shit. But Golden Boy, they need Vergil Ortiz. They need him to be a star. They need him to win fights. They need him to look good in these fights. They need to keep building him. Because they don't got a Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is about to be out the door soon. Ryan Garcia's, you know, what you see what happen. You see what's happening with him. They can't even control him. You said Golden Boy will protect Vergil at all cost. That's what it's gonna be. That's exactly what it's gonna be. They're gonna protect him for as long as they can. Unfortunately, him and Boots is the same age and everything. So it's not like they could age him out or nothing like that. I say Vergil age out quicker than Boots. Now, Boots got to fight somebody else now. He got to fight somebody else. Charlo, Bakaram. If he get the IBF belt from Bakaram, that put a hell of pressure on Golden Boy. Because then they got to see him. You said we need to see Boots go through adversity. We seen it. We seen it through Karen Kukachan, man. Hit that hype button for your boy, man. Salute to Hello Ninja for the super chat. He says Vergil Ortiz by 11 round TKO. Nah, hell nah. He ain't stopping Boots, dog. Hell nah. I've seen Vergil hit the deck. I've seen Vergil get beat up on. Nah, bro. Nah. I just seen it. I seen him hit the deck. You know what I'm saying? I see him beat up at the fights. So that means he gets hit. So if we want to say Jaron gets hit, but Vergil gets hit too, I argue a lot more than Boots. Jaron Ennis definitely is going to win this fight. They ain't going to be able to really age him out or nothing like that. So they going to have to try to prolong this thing for as long as they can. Stretch it out. You know, try to make some big fights. You know, Errol Spence popped up. They going to try to make that into a big fight. And then Errol Spence kick his ass, then what? You said Spence is food at 54? I wonder if Spence would be better at 54. Errol Spence been at 47 for a long time. Shit, he might be better at 54. Probably even better at 160, 168. Boots don't need no big name before he fight Vergil. Boots became a unified champion before Vergil even became a world champion. So nah, man, we ain't about to do that. What big name Vergil beat? Spence needs to Spence needs to do what he needs to do if he wants to come back. He don't need to sell out to these dudes. Because they think Spence is fool right now. And if Spence takes this fight, you know what I'm saying, just for the money, I think Spence could do much more than that than just sell out to these dudes. Because Errol Spence still got a name in the sport. And if he can get some wins under his belt or whatever he needs to do, he can make even more money. So nah. What about Boots, man? We seen you and Boots in the ring in a face off. They trying to distract us with Spence. But we know what we saw. We saw you in Boots, bro. We saw you in Boots. Spence probably believe he could beat Vergil though. But Vergil could fight, man. Virgil's really good. He's really good. Got a really good coach. Virgil's really good. He could punch. Um, Spence, I don't know. That's a tough fight to come back off a layoff to. But Spence probably do believe he could beat him. But Vergil ain't stopping Jaron Ennis, bro. That's not happening. That's true. Sometimes a better fighter don't win, bro. You right about that. But I think Boost tough, bro. I think Boost tough. I think he's Philly tough. Even if it comes down to him having to fight Vergil, I think he'll outfight him. They both gonna be really tough. I think Boost tough too. So, you know what I'm saying? We seen Boost take punches. So, yeah. What YSM? Salute to YSM Sports Media, man. Y'all go subscribe to YSM Sports Media in the building. He says Golden Boy loves giving Vergil Buds leftovers. Bud beat their ass, built their name, then Oscar follows up. Yep. Oh my goodness. Hold up. Salute to LT Energy for the super chat. He says, I'm saying for his next fight because I got Vergil ducking. So he may as well go for Charlo. At least Charlo acting like he won it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I ain't gonna be too mad at Vergil ducking. Why? Because I seen it coming. And we've been down this road before in boxing. Right? We seen this before. I mean, even if it does take a little longer, you know what I'm saying? It'll just build up as long as the guys keep winning. You know what I'm saying? But they in a tough, dangerous weight class, man. Dangerous weight class. I don't know. Oscar be all over the place, man. They both fought Delorme. Strange enough. They both fought Delorme. Yeah, man. Vergil fought Delorme too, bro. Hold up. Yeah, he fought him too, man. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, right? Hold up. Wait, I might be wrong. I be getting that shit wrong. Hold up. Hold up. I got it though. Yeah, they both fought fucking Delorme, bro. Yeah, so we can't even say, you know. He fought Delorme too. Bud fought Delorme years ago. They fought all Bud's fight. Yeah. Bud fought Delorme back when Delorme was pretty tough though. You know what I'm saying? This is his last five. You know? Smash the like button, man. These dudes planning to duck the fight, y'all. We seen it coming. We knew it was coming. But we got to see what they plan on doing next.
It's that time. It's that time. It is. It's big. That time. Yep, it's the perfect time too.
We got to see what they do next. You said they both out here ducking champs. They better get together at 54. That's just the title of the video, man. I didn't know what else the title of the video today. The debate will start soon eventually once they sign, once Team Vergil and them ready to fight. They don't want to fight. They just don't want to fight, bro. They just don't want to fight. I mean, what are we talking about Spence for? You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about seven figures and all that? And this is the guy I told you that was on social media going crazy. This guy right here, promoter 559. I think his name was like YSM knows his name. But Rick something, I forget his Moranis or some shit like that. This is the management. The guy that does the business for them, Team Vergil. He's been panicking for months and on social media on his soapbox telling everybody, hell no, we ain't taking this fight. Rick Morrigan, there we go. Rick Morrigan. That guy. Now, Vergil ain't gonna beat up on Boots like that, man. It's gonna be similar to Boots gonna beat up on him. It's gonna be similar to what's the dude name? Stanionis. It's gonna be similar to that. It's gonna be similar to that fight. Boots gonna beat him down, man. Boots gonna beat him down. He's gonna be too fast. He's gonna be just too smart. He's gonna be too good. That's what's about to happen. Because unlike Lubin, who just ran over there and sat on the ropes, I don't know why he did that. I don't understand it. I don't understand what Lubin was thinking. But that was a good punch. That was a really good punch from Vergil. You know what I'm saying? Bam! He smacked his glove down and hit him. It was fast. Watch. Smack it down. Boom. That was some good shit, though. You know what I'm saying? But Lubin was in a bad position. He shouldn't even been there. He shouldn't even been there. Why was you there? Look at that. Over with. Beautiful work from Vergil Ortiz. It was beautiful. But I think Lubin might be messed up, man. He gonna be messed up, man. He took a lot of damage. He took a lot of damage. Yeah, Vergil is more explosive than Stanionis, but I think the fight's gonna be kind of similar to that, man. I think the foot speed is gonna be too much. The IQ, Boost Ennis it's gonna be a big Boost gonna really show up and show out. Boost Ennis, what did he say? I'm gonna make you pay. That was kind of personal. I'm gonna make you pay. Yep. All the fans that been talking shit, for all these years. Yeah, Boots about to show up on show out on dude, and they don't want Oscar and them don't want that fight right now, man. They don't want the fight right now.
Which one of them do you want next?
It doesn't matter who's next. If I had to pick, I'm gonna be honest, it would be Spence because that's my dream fight. I've been calling it since
AT&T.
AT&T. There you go. At the Cowboys Stadium, and I just think that's my dream fight. And I don't care what anyone says about it. But anyone else, like I said, anyone can get it respectfully. I just want to fight the best. I'm just a competitive guy. Yeah.
Nah, ain't no yeah. Errol Spence should be like, all right, you and Boots fight, I fight winner. How about that? Yeah, y'all not about the big bro or big time me or Jamel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Because Jamel Charlo was undisputed champ. You know what I'm saying? Only lost to Canelo and Tony Harris. And Errol Spence only lost to the GOAT Terrence Bud Crawford. And y'all trying to big time us? Nah, man. Y'all fight first. Winner fights one of us. That's how they should play it. Cause y'all still need our names. Then now force Vergil and them to really have to fight Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Salute to LT Energy for another super chat. He says, more like Romain Villa, Boots in 10. Yeah. You said you said more like the Ramon Villa fight. Boots in 10. Yeah, Boots gonna stop him, bro. Boots gonna stop him. Boots said it's that time. You said it's a 50-50 fight? I say it's a 70-30. 70-30 for Boots. $70-30 for Boots. Yeah, he can get caught. But that don't mean it's gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean it's gonna go have an effect. You know, Crawford could have got caught with Canelo. Actually, he did. What did it do? Nothing. I don't know, man. I seen Boychuk beat up on Ortiz and lose a controversial decision, man. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Smash the like button for your boy. I'm just saying. I've seen him hit the deck too. I've seen Boots Ennis in some bad fight with Kukachan most notably. But I ain't never seen Boots hit the deck. And I ain't never seen Boots Ennis visibly beat up after a fight, even though he do take some punches. I'm just saying. Hey, Brandon Adams is underrated, bro. Brandon Adams could probably beat most of the guys in that weight class. He handled the Shatter Boy Chuck a lot easier than he handled the dude. Just handled him. And Boychuk was giving everybody hell, even Vergil. And Brandon Adams, they gonna stay away from Brandon Adams, bro. They gonna stay away from him. They ain't gonna mention Brandon Adams' name, dog. He might as well forget about it. Cause he can knock you out. You know, he's a tricky style. You don't know what he go. Yeah, he fought really well. Hey, you know, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dragon. He's been hitting the deck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's from him taking a shot or um the bad foot placement or whatever the case, he's hitting the deck, bro. And then Boost Ennis I just think Boost Ennis just gonna have too much for him. He's just gonna be too much. He's gonna be too much, bro. It's gonna be like Canelo Crawford or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something like that. Except these are younger guys. These are younger dudes, bro. It's gonna be something like that though, bro. Boost Ennis about to style and profile on him, dog. We gonna be talking about this for a while because they gonna be milking it. They don't want to fight. So Boost Ennis need to go fight somebody tough. You said 5 times. So Ortiz been dropped 5 times. See, I didn't know he'd been dropped that many times. See? He's been getting beat up on in fights. He's been dropped 5 times. You know what I'm saying? He got some gift decisions. Nah, man, he ain't beating Jaron Ennis. He's not beating Jaron Ennis, dog. Because one thing about them Philly dudes, they tough, man. So Boost Ennis, I know he's gonna be tough. I know he's gonna be able to deal with whatever punching that Vergil's bringing. I know Vergil can punch. He can punch. But I think Boots is gonna be able to handle it. I didn't know he been dropped 5 times, man. I know he been dropped against Boachuk for sure. But and man, they really tried to, man, they was manipulating the shit out of that fight, boy. But hey, you said they want Ortiz to be the next Canelo. Yeah. They trying to push him, man. They can't afford to lose him to Boots right now. They just can't do it. Ortiz was like, all I do is come forward. No, I like Vergil Ortiz though, man. He's a likable guy, man. You know what I'm saying? But the business of boxing is gonna really stretch this thing out, man. The business of it. Boots Ennis wants it now. Eddie Hearn wants it now. Golden Boy, I think Oscar, if push came to shove, Oscar and them would take it now because Oscar, he a fighter at heart. Um, but when we talking like his management and his father, and Robert Garcia take the fight right away too. But when we talking his management and his father, nah, hell nah. His dad was like, nah, man. You think his dad want to put his son in there with Boots?
You know, Virgil has a fight going on right now. That's one thing. You got to show his opponent respect because if you know, boxing works certain ways. You know, you overlook somebody, it'll bite you in the ass. You know. The other thing is that, I mean, come on, the guy just fought a nobody. You know, how are you supposed to sit here and be worrying about him when he's fighting nobody? Just like thinks you can just go straight to you. Like how about you fight somebody? You know, you got to earn your way also. It's just the way it is. Lubin has earned his way. So for us, that's how we see it. You know, Lubin's earned it. This guy's not even in the conversation for us. You know, unless you fight somebody, or if the money's there and they're presented and it's good, you know, that's fine. But man, the guy turned it down twice already, just recently. This last offer was supposed to be for October. So how can we sit here and think about him when he's already turned it down? They don't make no. For us, it doesn't make no sense. It's like,
I'm telling you, man. Now, Robert Garcia, he don't want it, but he'll take it because he was a fighter at heart too. You know what I'm saying? He'll take it too. You know, but his management, nah, man, this dude been telling us for weeks that they ain't ready, they don't want this fight. Yeah, that's true. Ain't nothing wrong with getting dropped. I ain't saying, you know, anything wrong with getting dropped. You can't be great from getting dropped. But Boots Ennis go drop him. Boots Ennis is gonna be too much for him, man. Hey, but Robert was stuttering his ass off, man. They was stuttering. You know, they was stuttering and stammering. They don't want the fight, man. They don't want the fight. But the public pressure is gonna be too vicious, so they're gonna have to make a move soon. They're gonna have to make a move. You said 60-40 to be fair. I don't know, man. I say the overall ability of Jaron Boots Ennis is just gonna be too much for him. Vergil can punch. They both some good punchers. They both knockout artist dudes. They both some dudes that begin the KOs. So, and one dude is more of a pressure fighter. Another dude is more of a Roy Jones type of dude. So, I don't know, man. You say you notice when Oscar isn't confident in his fighters, they usually lose. Yeah, that's true. Because what Oscar knows. Oscar knows. Unless there's a lot of money on the line. You said it was a bad matchup all the way around. Yeah, it's a bad matchup, man. It's a bad matchup, man, all around. Because Boots Ennis throwing heat. He's throwing heat. He's throwing often. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be standing there pity patting like Lubin was doing. Where they gonna get that 10 million from? They trying to get Turkey involved. Turkey can get involved and put the money up for these fights. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you said where's Bakaram? Bakaram about to be fighting Josh Kelly. IBF mandatory fight, I believe. It went to a purse bid, Eddie Hearn won. So he has control over that whole situation. So I think the Jaron Ennis, if all fails, will go get the winner of that fight to get the IBF title. So that's what's kind of on. I think that's on in the chamber for Boots Ennis is try to get Jamel because we saw Eddie talking about Jamel. Try to get Jamel or Danny Garcia for a Philly fight, or had a Bakaram Josh Kelly winner for the IBF title. I don't know, man. Vergil, but we seen Vergil, man. He even though Lubin didn't do nothing in the fight, I don't know what he did in order for him to lump Vergil. Vergil lumps up really easily, man. Look, Jaron Ennis is going to be piecing him up, bro. Boots Ennis is going to be piecing him up, man. He's going to be piecing him up. Boots Ennis wants Vergil bad, man. That's his big fight right there, man. You said, what does Jamel have to offer? I don't know, man. Jamel, I mean, you know, they have the name value, I guess. Former undisputed champion, been in the ring with Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? You know, these dudes got, they got to sell it. They got to sell it, bro.
You been in my undercard, you know how I get down. You know I'm a bad motherfucker, nigga. You already know I'm a bad motherfucker. You popping your shit. Turn up. No, I'm nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. Oh, yeah. Y'all know who to talk to. Hey, stop talking crazy and get your shit together. Fight some out there. Hey, don't tell me about money. Don't tell me about money. I'm already good on money. Come on now. What you mean nothing else? I did everything I was supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? Paydays. They're looking for the paydays, man. He's the inactive fighters. Yeah, they are. But everybody else is sold out right now, bro. Everybody else is sold up right now, to be honest. We can't forget about Keith Thurman, Fundora. Yeah, Boost wants his respect, bro. That's what it is. He's fighting for his respect. That's what I think. That's why I think he wants the Vergil fight. He's fighting for his respect. Boost Ennis ain't getting respect out here in these boxing streets. That's what this is. But the Spencer Ortiz, man, don't be surprised if we if we hear about that fight being next for Vergil. Don't be surprised. Because the big fish definitely was in the building. He gave his thoughts on the Crawford Canelo fight, and you know. Yeah, Boost Ennis gotta he fighting for his respect, man. People be talking shit, we be talking shit. You know, he's fighting to get that respect to shut everybody up, man. He go beat up on Vergil Ortiz. He's out here being a Philly bully, man. I told y'all, Boost Ennis wants this fight really bad. What'd he say? I'm gonna make you pay. That's personal, bro. Vergil didn't do nothing to him, man. I'm gonna make you pay for all that stuff your team been talking. You said Boost fighting flat foot fighters. I mean, that's what he got to fight right now. That's what he got until he get in there with Keith. Yep, Vergil will be the next flat foot victim. Yeah, he will be, man. Boost will not be in the way for him to get hit with them shots. Nor will Boost be laying on the ropes in the second round like it's the 12th round. Like, what the hell was that, Lubin? I don't ever want to see Erickson Lubin in the ring again. Hopefully he got paid well. Because he didn't even put up an effort. But right now, yeah, timing. The timing is right for this fight, but Team Vergil don't think the timing is right. Because if they go put Vergil in there, they want to make sure they make the most money out of the fight. And right now, they don't think they can build it up to make it even bigger fight. So either both teams will probably Team Vergil will probably just fade off into this, try to stretch this thing out. Team Boots will have to have some backup plans in place. Somebody credible, somebody that he won't receive any criticism for. He can't afford to be fighting any of these guys again. Especially when you got Andre Ward coming out here talking. You know what I'm saying? Criticizing you. When you got SOG criticizing you, then you know you got to get to work. So, yeah, man. Hey, Lubin switched trainers for that clown show performance. Everybody expected more. Yeah, a lot of people expected more from Lubin, bro. Myself included. I honestly expected more from Lubin. But if I had known that he was bouncing from trainer to trainer like that, I thought he was still with Kevin Cunningham. If I had known he was bouncing from trainer to trainer, I would have never even thought he stood a chance because I don't really dig that. Bouncing to trainer, nah, it's over with, dog. It works for some guys, but not a lot of people, bro. That's almost like hopping from team to team in the NBA. It ain't even working out for him. He went out here and got beat up real bad. What I say before the fight, if he loses this fight, He'll be reduced to gatekeeper status. That's exactly what he looked like. So I was partially right. I thought he was gonna win the fight because I thought he was gonna come in the fight, and I thought he still had something in him. I didn't think he was gonna be a actual gatekeeper. I kind of predicted that he would be if he lost it, and he actually looked like a gatekeeper in there. Crazy. Vergil destroyed him. That was some good work though from Vergil. What's up, Level Up Boxing TV? Salute. Boost has problem with guys like Kukachan, bro. That's the only person I really seen get Boost problems. Is Kukachan. Guys like Vergil, that man. Come on, man. A guy like Kukachan with that versatile set, that's moving, doing all kinds of different shit. That's tough. And he got a chin on him. That's tough. But Vergil, now Vergil ain't doing all that moving around like that. You said that's why Garcia sucks. I think Garcia is one of the best coaches. And Lubin and Lima, both Lubin looked like he was the same level as Lima. The same level. He just gotta had a bigger name. Virgil and Stanionis was supposed to fight, but they both got sick, and you know what I'm saying? The fight just never happened after that. But then Boozer ended up getting a fight, and he destroyed Stanionis. Destroyed him. I thought Stanionis was gonna put up a better fight than that, honestly. But Boozer destroyed that dude, and he looked way bigger than him too. It was one of those fights where dude looked at bigger as the rounds went on. As the rounds went, he started looking bigger and bigger, and dude looked at smaller and smaller. Ennis just destroyed that dude. You said it's too much flash? Uh, I don't think Boots will have trouble with that until he fights the actual bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? The dudes is naturally bigger. Then he may have to, do some more basic stuff. But I think he can still do what he's been doing. Against Vergil, I think he can. Not to say Vergil is a bum either, man. Virgil's really good. But I think Boots is better. You said Lubin was a shot fighter. People was too nice to tell him. Man, I didn't think he was shot, bro. I honestly didn't think he was. So maybe I was just late to the party. But I didn't think he was shot like that, bro. He only lost against Jamel and Fundora. He looked like a shot fighter for sure. Hey, yeah, pressure fighters are what boosts more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pressure fighters. Kukachan isn't a pressure fighter. So that style was tricky. That's why I would like to see him fight some of the other top guys. Virgil's a really good scrappy fighter. He got good fundamentals as well. He got really good fundamentals. He really do. And he's well schooled with Robert Garcia. But I think I just think Boost is better. Better athlete. The foot speed is going to be a problem. The hand speed is going to be a problem. The reach is going to be a problem. The switch hit is going to be a problem. The punch variety is going to be a problem. Bakaram is a naturally bigger guy. That's a trickier fight. That's a more dangerous fight than Vergil, in my opinion. I don't know if Boots could beat that guy. I don't know. Because Bakaram, he'll take risks as well. Bakaram He's a risk taker in there. He'll explode with some fast shit with the European style. It'll still be some straight punches, but he'll explode and that shit'll hit you and knock you out. And he can fight too. Yeah, Buckram is flat out tough and he can box. Yeah. There's some tough fights at 54 all around though. I thought Lubin was gonna be tough, but I think I don't know. Hey, yeah, you ain't lying. I wish Thurman Fedora didn't get postponed. It definitely would have made the division a little bit more clear. Oh yeah, Fedora probably did, and because Lubin's still young, bro. Lubin's still young, bro. He's what I'm saying. He's only 30, and I think he just turned 30 not too long ago. He's only a few years older than Boots and them, and he's already on Christopher Colbert time. I guess when you think about it, when you look at guys like Colbert and Lubin, who were at one point supposed to be with that guy, mentioned among some of the other guys we still talking about. But when you look at it, maybe they took some of the wrong fights at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the modern day case of taking the wrong fights at the wrong time. Oh yeah, two finishes definitely age you quick in boxing, bro. It does. Then the fight itself, not to mention the sparring in the gym. So all that shit adds up really quick. And Lubin got a big ass head, so he probably been taking some shots. Yeah, Fundora can definitely give Boots problems. Yep, Fernando Vargas. Yep. He was supposed to be better than. His name still, got some buzz, especially with his sons. His son's looking really good. But he took the wrong fights too early. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that in a lot in boxing over the years. Christopher Colbert was by all rights supposed to be. He had a whole Netflix special. He was by all rights still supposed to be mentioned amongst the guys like Shakur and all those dudes still. He's pretty much out of the game. I think he fought recently, by the way. I'm not sure what happened in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Guys like him, Lubin, we just saw that, how he just like Lubin's only 30 years old. So I guess those fights really took a lot out of him, especially that Fundora fight. You said, who do I think? Xander don't beat nobody at the top. Xander is on borrowed time, but the good thing for him, he has time. But the reason why he's on borrowed time is because he's a champion, and you can only avoid the top competition for so long. As a champion, and people will be pushing for unification sooner than later. So they got to hurry up, and Top Rank got to hurry up and get these dudes going. Then Top Rank ain't got no fighters doing nothing. You starting to see them fighting on Pro Box, and you starting to see them fighting on other cards now, because they can't have these fighters just sitting on the shelf for so long. But no, Vergil destroys Xander. A likely scenario for Golden Boy will be for Vergil to try to get Xander in the ring, but they playing hardball right now. That'll be a big fight for Vergil. Mexican versus Puerto Rican. Vergil definitely should win that fight. Get the belt from him. and then they'll have more leverage, and the fight with Boots will be even bigger. Boots will go beat Bakaram, he get a belt, then they can come have a unification fight. It'll be even bigger fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the likely scenario for the business side. For them to go do something else or either fight Errol Spence in Texas, pack the building, increase his profile. Cobra got KO'd by El Rayo. He got beat up by um oh I forgot who else, man. Cobra just I don't know, he fell off, bro. Virgil Xander is a good fight though. But that's a very good fight for Virgil too. Very good fight for him. That's a tough fight for Xander. Because Virgil beat the shit out of him, in my opinion. Xander go come to fight, but he got time on his side because he's young, but he's a champ. So, like I said, there's a time limit on that. But if he wasn't sitting on the world title, they could have just kept building him because he's so young still. You know what I'm saying? And he still could be so much better until where he could possibly surpass Virgil. But if he fights Virgil right now, Virgil beats him. Xander can stick and move, but Virgil will beat him. Xander barely beat the guy he fought for the title, bro. He struggled with that guy. Oh yeah, Xander. Oh yeah, that's right. Xander is about to fight. Um, the Obasu, whatever his name is. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. That's what I heard that he's about to unify with that guy. So Xander gonna have a lot of leverage in the division, honestly. If he gets past this guy, I never even heard of this dude. You said Virgil gonna stop Boots according to Rick Glazer, gonna expose the hype job Boots. Nah, nah, I don't think so, bro. Nope. But yeah, man. Yep, Bakaram fighting. A lot of the division is sold up right now. It's really a smoking opportunity for Boots and Virgil to fight right now. It's nothing but space and opportunity right now for them to fight. If we're honest, they can fight right now. But we know that's not about to happen. We know that's likely not about to happen. You said, why didn't Boots press Bud like he did versus Salute to you for the super chat? Because we know why. We know why he didn't press Bud like that. We know why he didn't press Bud. Come on, man. Bud's different, bro. Bud's on a whole different level. He's on a whole different level, man. Vergil Ortiz and Boots they on the same level. Bud is on a whole nother level. You said Mexico runs boxing all day. Oh yeah, tell that to Canelo and Crawford. Well, I think we know who really runs boxing. I think we really know who runs boxing, bro. This is the Crawford era. Remember that. Yeah, but Boots didn't press Bud like that, man. Nah, man, you ain't pressing Bud like that. That's something different. Y'all smash the like button. That's right. Smash the like button, man. We got the next big fight, though. Next big fight to talk about, though. Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis. Whenever it happens, hopefully it happens in 2026. I don't think it's going to happen right away. The management team already letting us know that they don't want no smoke. Vergil Ortiz don't really want no smoke. Well, dude asked him, who do you want next? Well, it doesn't matter who I want next. No, who do you want next? Talking about you, it don't matter. Okay, then we want Boots. The fans want Boots. How about that? Fort Worth, Texas wants Boots. They saw him invade your city. He invaded Texas. They want him next. So what? Oh, well, we want Errol Spence. You said Robert Garcia Buster. Yeah, Bud is Candyman. The good thing about this fight, though, these dudes still pretty young, and I don't think it's going to be stretched out like Spence and Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that Golden Boy would like to at least have Vergil become a world champion, or at the very least get a fight with Errol Spence, something like that first. That's what I do believe. Eddie Hearn and Boots is ready for this fight right now. But they also got to have a backup plan just in case it doesn't happen. And it has to be something and somebody that boxing fans care about. Good luck getting Danny Garcia in the ring. Danny Garcia don't want to fight no more. Danny Garcia don't really want to do that shit like that no more. You'll be better off getting Jamel Charlo, but he's gonna want a lot of money. You said they want Spence because he's flat-footed. Yeah, of course. But Spence ain't gonna prepare you for no Jaron Ennis. Spence is not gonna prepare you for Jaron Ennis, bro. And Erickson Lupin didn't even give you nothing. You can go to he could have went to the gym later on that night and got some sparring rounds in, some good sparring in. Lupin didn't give him nothing. And Jaron Ennis is bigger too. Look how big he is. Of course, he got that big ass hoodie on, but he's just the bigger dude. I'm just saying. But it's a great fight though, man. It's a great matchup. Both guys, they want to make sure Vergil looks good going into this thing. But they also probably want to make sure they go have some leverage too, because it's being built as the next big fight. So they're going to make sure they got all the leverage, just in case the Vergil Ortiz lose. Oh yeah, I see Boots Ennis styling on him, bro. We go talk about it as the weeks go. We go talk about it. Yeah, Danny Garcia earned his right way to go out his way he want. I wouldn't get mad at Danny if he didn't want to fight no Boots. That'd be crazy. Honestly, I'd be surprised if he did. Danny don't even want to fight no more. Danny's making a lot. Danny got a lot of money. Danny making a lot of money outside of boxing, and has for a long time. So Danny don't even got to do this. That's why he trying to promote and shit now. You said Boots can't F with Ortiz, and y'all know it. We go see, man, because they sure don't want to show it.
Which one of them do you want next?
It doesn't matter who's next. If I had to pick, I'm gonna be honest, it would be Spence because that's my dream fight. I've been calling it since
AT&T.
AT&T. There you go. At the Cowboy Stadium, and I just think that's my dream fight. And I don't care what anyone says about it. But anyone else, like I said, anyone can get it respectfully. I just want to fight the best. I'm just a competitive guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. He's just a competitive guy.
It's that time. It is. It's big. That time. Yep, it's the perfect time too.
It's the perfect time. Boo says it's the perfect time. You said thought Ortiz was gonna wait on that coward. What coward? You said Boots stuttering, scared of Boots always stutters. He can't talk. Just like Devin Haney used to couldn't talk. Stuttering. But Boots got in that ring and pressed the shit out of your boy. And that's what he did. And his team don't want to fight. They don't want to fight, man. Y'all smash the like button for your boy. They don't want to fight. They want $10 million or less, man. I mean, $10 million or more. $10 million or more, man. Don't send shit our way unless it has 7 zeros on it or it won't even get looked at. Then he drops the mic and walks away. So that's what his management had to say. In spite of everything that we saw, this is what they did. Bruce Ennis is pressing this dude. Bruce Ennis is doing what fans want him to do. Instead of just sitting quiet, working in the gym, now he did some leg work. Now it's both of them don't want to fight. See, here we go. Here we go. Now it's both of them. Nah, man, come on. Yeah, they go probably try to get Turkey to put the money up for the fight, man. They go stretch this thing out, bro. We know how this game goes. This ain't gonna happen. This fight's not about to happen right away. It's just not about to happen right away. But salute to everybody in the building. Jaron Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz Jr. We gonna see how this thing plays out. Team Vergil already planning the escape route. I think Boots wants this fight without a doubt. And yeah, man. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hit that like button for your boy. Catch you guys on the next one. Love you, ma. Peace out.